Hello from Star Television. This is the National News Bulletin. I am Leonora Jawara. First, let's have a look at the top stories. Residents and business community of Kabbalah Town have called on the government and other non-governmental organizations to improve on their livelihood.
Bagress, then buy them sugar, then they liberate nine and they think of. But please, this message let reach Mr. President.
The Managing Director of Rokel Commercial Bank, Dr. Walter Nekundayo Gilpin, on Wednesday, 15th May 2019, received the Africa's Patriotic Personality Award from the League of African Development Students of Nigeria, adding to the series of awards in recognition for his selfless services and development strides in nation building.
Those who feel they're less advantaged, those who feel that they just cannot make it in life, to go out there, be yourself, identify your potential, and don't make that be an end game.
Legal Aid Board, in partnership with the United Nations Development Program, has held a 3-day refreshers training workshop for its staff and paralegals on the legal process, alternative dispute resolution, and mediation, including lab operations at the Sierra Leone Police Officers' Mess, King Tom in Freetown.
You must not be found quarreling, foul language, misbehaving.
The National Commission for Children, in partnership with the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, and other children organizations, has launched the 30th anniversary celebrations on the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child at the Atlantic Hall Stadium Hostel in Freetown.
Was established by an act of parliament to monitor the implementation of the CRC and the African Charter and to advise government of
Students from the Social Work Department from Abe College, University of Sierra Leone, has embarked on a fundraising exercise for one of their colleagues, Ishmael Kuruma, a final year student of Social Work Department, who has been diagnosed with bone cancer and needed $25,000 for surgery in India.
Kuruma is my fellow colleague, and we are out here to campaign to people. So support us with.
And sad news in sports today, as former player of the Sierra Leone Police National Male Team, Bendo, commonly called Teacher, has been laid to rest at the Kingdom Cemetery. He died after a short illness.
On behalf of the Sierra Leone Police Team and management,
all these making the headlines. And now let's have details of the news. Now, residents and business community of Kabbalah Town have called on the government and other non-governmental organizations to improve on their livelihood, stating that they have been marginalized. George Elliott Sam takes up the story.
To strengthen the capacity of local communities through sustainable, equitable, and inclusive community-led socio-economic development intervention, residents and business community of Kabbalah Town have called on the government and non-other governmental organizations to improve the livelihood of their communities. While speaking to Star Television in an interview, residents described their current condition as poor and marginalized. In this, they are calling on the government to urgently address their livelihoods and economic needs, which are to promote, protect, and defend their fundamental right, create space for their communities in which they will have the opportunity to participate and develop their full potentials.
Actually, I'm not going to hide the faith. For now, things stop because I deal with the people. Everybody knows say Kelly, they with the youths, then the youths they love me. I get more pressure now because many people they grumble, things hard. More this past months we don't come. You know, the people them, the grassroots people them, they really they crumble, they suffer. So we debate, and they preach a message of peace for let government know say the people then are the voter in, and if we come and rescue the people then. Because not everybody know what they happen at the parliament. But the grassroots people, for a nation for successful and sweet and become good in our society, na food security. So I beg the government, let it go cater for the grassroots people, the farmers, the villagers, the people that we don't know how the government system they run yonder. Waiting them here and how they go come, then buy them one bag rice, then buy them sugar, then they liberate nine and they think of. But please, this message let reach Mr. President, when our all president, the president of the Republic of this country, say how things they go so hard. You know, food is very, very hard, difficult. And one message we go give them, the traders, them, you know, the need for penetrate to the traders union. You know, please, if you see things difficult, so at time dollar they go up. But even with the traders, then we get problem. Where dollar come down, waiting at the right of the traders, then. Now we get price control, now we get price system in this country, but you know they.
Tell the power, they watch we face. Let the power first way, at least let we able to engage. Imagine now, why they doing at this, you know, this television. Me now, a graduate of Northern Polytech, I get a certificate up to now and I get a job. I feel it from since 2018 November up till now, but I did not do a job yet. Always they push at X. We expect this November we pass, so we get something. But then we never get nothing. There's still a patient. Now we're the patient. But we are let the power able cost down the license for we done. At least we are. We no go thief. We no go down. We no go put yourself and click business.
All me, I go tell go take it for the life. But business not too easy. For me, not come now.
When you say business not too easy, waiting at me.
Well, the business right now, what we do now, like we loan money from the until we go to us, car, who will send, who will pay. We don't get money from we sell food to do business throughout. Once we go trust, beef, to them butcher man, then particular me, they are castle, money thing, I go give them money, and get what they get inside it. We have to.
The managing director of Rokel Commercial Bank, Dr. Walton Ekundayo Gilpin, on Wednesday, May 16, 2019, received the Africa's Patriotic Personality Award from the League of African Development Students of Nigeria, adding to the series of awards in recognition for his selfless services and development strides in nation building at the Rokel Commercial Bank headquarters, Siaka Stevens Street in Freetown. Let's have more in this report.
Accept our congratulations.
Well, today the bank and myself have received an award of prestige, award for being a patriotic African, an award for innovation and development on the continent and beyond. And this award has actually been presented by the Leeds Agency, the Students Development Agency, and the executive flew in from Nigeria, and the local executive in Sierra Leone joined them to present the award to myself and to the bank.
So what does it mean for you?
It's quite another cap, you know, to a cap on recognition of the good work we're doing. It's another tap on the back. It's another merit. It's another yardstick of recognition. This is an indicator that if you work hard with God's help, you will be rewarded. It's an indicator that we don't always cry down in Sierra Leone and that everyone is on a pull-me-down syndrome. We're here to elevate each other, to work hard and to be recognized. We've been recognized in this instance far across the shores from Nigeria. You won't believe it, that the executive of Leeds flew in from Nigeria today into Sierra Leone and walked straight into the office to deliver this award. This is purely an international recognition of the good work that's being done in Rokel Commercial Bank and in Sierra Leone also in general. And this is a victory for the young. It is a push for the young in heart, the young in mind and the young in body. We are going to go out there and make younger people know that you can strive, you can work hard, you will excel, you can make it, you can achieve. You should not be like always despondent, you should not always be downcast. We have to make the situation right for us. If the environment is not the way we want it to be, adapt and make it better for yourself. So what I want to do is to continue encouraging the young, you know, those who feel they are underprivileged, those who feel they're less advantaged, those who feel that they just cannot make it in life, to go out there, be yourself, identify your potential, and don't make that be an end game. Make the potential be an opportunity for you to grow further. And most of all, let's love each other and continue being there for each other. Sierra Leoneans, this is your bank. This bank is being recognized left, right, and center. There must be something good that we're doing, but we can't do it on our own. The staff are excellent, the people are fantastic, our customers are expecting a lot, and they're welcoming us, they're welcoming a change. At times we could have teething problems, now and then we could hurt other people by not doing what they want us to do. But we say we're sorry whenever we hurt you. what I want to say to us is, let's keep the fire burning, let's keep the wheel moving, and let's all the machinery for national economic development. Let's build a country together with the authorities, build a country together with the president, build a country together with those who have been charged to build a country. It's our country, it's your country, and it is going to be the best place for us to be in the years to come.
So what actually are you here to do today?
We are here as part of our activities to pay an advocacy visit to here in Sierra Leone, and particularly in this office to recognize the personality of the Managing Director and the entire management and staff of the Rokel Commercial Bank of Sierra Leone for the innovations that we've seen, for the trajectory they have towards growth, and a lot of positives that we've seen in the bank that has made us to come and recognize them. Specifically for the MD, we've seen how he has led the bank in the last couple of months, a year or two now. He has been here. We feel we will need to make a statement of commendation, because in Africa we often condemn people, we hardly commend. Here today we are here to change the narratives, to commend him. And we are also here to thank him for various things he has done at Commonwealth, other positions of responsibility where he has been keeping a straight record, professionalism, integrity, and of course bringing a lot of innovation in those places. That is where we are here to talk about. It's not about corruption in Africa. It's not about bloodletting in Africa. It's not about ineptitude in Africa. There's credibility here. There is professionalism here. There is integrity here. And that is what we have come to recognize.
And also recognizing the bank, but by extension the MD, for what he has done over the past couple of months, which is less than 24 months.
Now, the Legal Aid Board, in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme, on Wednesday, 15th May 2019, held a 3-day refreshers training workshop for its staff and paralegals on the legal process, alternative dispute resolution, and mediation, including lab operations at the Sierra Leone Police Officers' Mess, King Tom, in Freetown. Admire Samai has more, and she now reports.
The Executive Director, Legal Aid Board, Fatmata Clary Carlton Answers, has said that the board's refresher training for staff and paralegals is on how justice is served and how lawyers have been working towards vulnerable people, mainly women and children, in communities, and encourage all to continue working for the poor and needy.
You go elsewhere and you spend your time and you come back and you tell us lies, and you fill forms for work which you do not do. God is watching you. Let's clap for ourselves. It means when you say, I am working for the poor, I am working in Legal Aid Board office, you don't cheat on the time. You come to work on time. You attend to your clients on time. You do not take unnecessary adjournments in court. You make sure your behavior is above board. You put your life in order so you are an example in your community. You must not be found quarreling, foul language, misbehaving. Then you cease to be a role model. Then whatever message you are giving to your community will not go down well. You are not there to fight. You are there to work with people. Especially the mandate which you have in legal education. You have to educate people about the law, about the processes. And as paralegals, you have the sacred and lawful duty to divert cases from local courts, which should not be there, to the general courts.
Representing the UNDP, the Rule of Law and Reporting Officer, Clara Flynn Bani, in a statement said her organization is ready to work and support the Legal Aid Board, pointing out that access to justice is their priority and that working with the board will make a better Sierra Leone.
UNDP is very happy to support the Legal Aid Board in this training workshop. We recognize the good work that the lab does and everyone in this room, the progress you've made. And of course, we understand the importance of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms as a way of solving issues fairly within the community, in addition to proper legal processes. We recognise that the rule of law and human rights start at the local level, and access to justice for all is one of the most important drivers that will bring Sierra Leone forward. I look forward to observing this workshop and hearing how you all engage on these important issues and working together to identify how we can progress with access to justice for all in Sierra Leone.
Making his presentation on the laws, legal systems and processes, the Court of Appeal Judge, Justice Ivans.
And you're still watching the news bulletin here on Star TV. Now, the National Commission for Children, in partnership with the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs and other children organizations, has launched the 30th anniversary celebration on the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child on Tuesday, 14th May 2019, at the Atlantic Hall Stadium Hostel in Freetown. Here is the report.
I have the honor to now launch the 30th anniversary celebration of the UNCRC.
In her statement, the president of the Children's Forum Network, Marama Samai, highlighted the importance of being a child, and speaking to them on this platform was another form of advocacy for the children. Marama Samai highlighted the challenges children face. That is one of the key factors to the decline in the social economy in the country. She said there is great inequality among children as they suffer the most during conflict and their rights are being deprived. She ended her statement by asking parents to seek their child welfare to also aid them to be familiar with the challenges the children face.
And we get sexual and other forms of exploitation. We see a lot of young girls on the street instead of being in school. We see girls at night, as late as 12, 2 o'clock, instead of being at home. Instead of having families to care for them, they are on the street doing sexual work. They are child prostitutes. Most of them do not want to be like that. But as you know, we struggle for survival. A great divergence between able and able children. As we had from our father from us, there is always a great divergence between children who are great homes, who are home where their parents are educated, than children who are in homes where there is no education. So the first thing in the morning to think about is how to pack the bag to go to the market, how to pack the basket to go to the market. Sometimes they are even forced to go and find food for themselves, to go and find food for the home. There is an instance in my community where the mother is telling me a statement to the daughter, you don't think now, go take them, another one for you today. Yet we expect that young girl at the age of 10, 11 to go and find money.
Speaking on behalf of the Commission, the Commissioner of the National Commission for Children, Madam Olayinka Laga, said the Commission was set up by the Act of Parliament on the Part 3 of the Child Rights Act of 2007 to monitor, coordinate the implementation of the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child, advise the government and conduct research to inform policy and strategy. She further stated that the UNRCRC is not a day's event. That is why the Commission has planned a series of events across the country based on the issues arising. She further thanked the Ministry of Finance for their full support towards the celebration.
Under the supervision of the Ministry of Social Welfare, was established by an Act of Parliament to monitor the implementation of the CRC and the African Charter and to advise government of issues affecting children in Sierra Leone. Since our establishment in 2014, the FCC has monitored the effectiveness of some government policies and embarked on various initiatives that have informed the development of policies for children in Sierra Leone. To name but a few, we have collected disaggregated data on children across sectors.
Giving her keynote address and launching of the celebration, the Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children Affairs, Madam Bendu Dasama Kamara said, the National Convention of the Rights of Children was launched in the early 1990s, which Sierra Leone signed an agreement to keep the rights of the child. She further stated that they as a ministry are working as best as possible on the cases and the concern of these children, but urged the parents to play their own roles by allowing the
Students from the Social Work Department, Farabi College, University of Sierra Leone, on Monday, 13th May 2019, embarked on a fundraising exercise for one of their colleagues, Ishmael Kuruma, a final year student of Social Work Department, who has been diagnosed with bone cancer and needed $25,000 United States dollars for surgery in India. Francis Outin has more.
Students from the Social Work Department of Farabi College, University of Sierra Leone has embarked on a fundraising exercise for one of their colleagues, Ishmael Kuruma, who has been diagnosed with bone cancer.
Mina Taylor, Akin so close, and at the same time, Mina students at the University of Sierra Leone, Farabi College, they study social work at the final year. One morning, I grabbed at the field my left knee. They hurt me too much. So I decide for go hospital. I cannot. I could then diagnose me and then say I suffer from osteosarcoma and a cancer of the bone. I tried different hospitals then. At the same report doctor then give say I get bone cancer. Then say if I don't get urgent medical attention.
Michael David Kabia, a student from the Social Work Department, pleaded on behalf of his colleague Ishmael Kuruma for financial support that will offset the cost of the operation to India, where he had been referred to for a medical attention. He further called on the government and non-governmental organizations to render financial assistance in order to help save the life of their colleague.
Social work student finally at the Farabi College, and of which Ishmael Kuruma is my fellow colleague. And we are out here to campaign to people to support us with money, with finances, because we went all angles to provide finance for this young man, for his life to be saved. We need $25,000 which is equivalent to 200 million leones or more than 200 million leones for his life to be saved in India. So we are pleading to parastatals, NGO, government officials to come in and come help parastatals, government officials, even individuals that have the capacity to help this young man. We are begging you to come in and help Ishmael Kuruma life so that his life will be saved.
Thinking Pink Cancer Foundation Dotmond Davis intimated that the current condition of Ishmael Kuruma requires some urgent assistance that would eventually take him to India for medical operation. And as a body of the students, they have managed to raise a sum of 11,600,000 leones, but still need some financial support to the tune of 25,000 United States dollars and equivalent to 250 million leones meant to undertake the operation in India.
Media officer, Pink Breast Cancer Foundation.
So Dotmond, tell me today,
out today to raise funds in collaboration with social work students of Farabi College, University of Sierra Leone, and we are raising funds for a brother, a final year student at the Farabi College, University of Sierra Leone. He's been diagnosed with bone cancer, and he came to us, Thinking Pink Breast Cancer Foundation, and everybody knows we do normally deal with breast cancer, but when it comes to cancer, there is no limitation. We stretch our hands further with this.
Reporting for Star News, I'm Francis D.W. Hot.
Well, to round up a news bulletin, let's see what's happening in the sporting world, as there is a bit of sad news today. Former player of the Sierra Leone Police National Male Team, Bendu, commonly called Africa Teacher, has been laid to rest at the Kingdom Cemetery. He died after a short illness. Hilton John, sports correspondent, has more.
Thanks to Elena Rajera. Welcome for today's sporting news. We start with the local scene. It's indeed the sad news within the sporting family. In football, former player of the Sierra Leone Police, Bendo, known as African Chicha, has been laid to rest at the Kingdom Cemetery. He was ill the past 2 days, according to sources given to this medium. Bendo was part of the Sierra Leone Police team who represented the country in the Division 1 playoff after the team was defeated in the semi-finals. Here is the highlight of the laying out ceremony.
Welfare officer for the Sierra Leone Police team. On behalf of the Sierra Leone Police team and management, once a condolence to the late brother. God don't take him now. We miss him too much. Boku and we go miss him. We know teacher saying a game maker. Teacher can score from any angle. Very obedient at the pitch of play. They listen to what coach they talk. They listen to other executive members. They anything tell her they do have. They make always happy. They make the player happy. We don't miss teacher today. It's really painful as today not being gone. Really painful. I really lost of words. Legorgi and Good Road. This fast month go take up Legorgi and Good Road.
May the soul of the departed continue to rest in perfect peace. On behalf of the sport team in the Media One Center, I want to extend our condolence to the Bendo's family. Ahead of the match on Saturday at the Sierra Stevens Stadium between the second place holder in the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League, FC Calon Football Club, who play against Old Edwardians. Edwardians secured 2 consecutive wins in the past matches in the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League. Indolo Senesi is the team manager of Old Edwardians Football Club. He said they are ready to beat FC Calon Football Club. Here is the highlights of the training session of Old Edwardians Football Club.
Preparing for the game. It's a big game, but we are up for the task.
What's your impression about the performance of Old Edwardians in the second phase in the league as a manager in the club?
Well, so far so good. That is what we were looking forward to. As far as I'm concerned, the boys, the coaches, they are delivering. So we just want to keep to that momentum, and if we cannot, let's improve it for the most part, you know, but we are not going to go down below what we are doing right now.
So what do you think was the problem in the first phase? I haven't seen much performance of the club.
Well, maybe lack of commitment on the side of some of the players, and we are not together for a long time, and then some amount of problems with the technical side, and the general organization, structures of the team, and so forth and so on. But now we are getting there. The few of us that decided to come on board, we took the risk, you know, because it's our school, and decided to take the team from scratch.
You're playing against a team that is looking for the first position. You think that you have what it takes to beat FC Calon Football Club?
We do have what it takes. Even when the team was not together, we actually tied. The first part of the league, it was a tie. It was a nil-nil draw between Old Edwardians and FC Calon. Now that we are clicking, now that we have a formidable force, I want to believe there's going to be a victory
What are your fans will be expecting on Saturday from the team?
Well, of course, I know the fans are out there. They are going to cheer us to the best of their ability and capability. We want to promise a very positive result at the end of the season on Saturday.
Will you predict the result?
No, because it's football. Anything can happen, but for sure, I know everybody has going.
This could be one of the biggest matches in the Sierra Leone Premier League. FC Cal in second position, and all Edwardians are climbing up the table to see whether they will be one of the greatest contenders for this year's Premier League. That's all for sports. Back to Leonel Jawa in the studio.
Well, that's the Star News here on Channel 21. Thank you for watching. I am Leonora Jawara. Do stay with us if you can.